You can actually do trading without stress, without decisions. You don't decide the risk that you take on one trade.
Yeah, I have to follow the process accordingly to get where I want to go.
First of all, thank you for being here, Anan. I'm saying this all the time because I know it's not that easy. It's not for everyone to, appear in front of a lot of people and tell their stories. So, first of all, Anan, please tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, how old are you? Maybe what you did for a living before, your experience a little bit in life, what you are doing right now, so
Yeah.
people can have the chance to know you a bit, because maybe people that are watching us, they are in the same situation where you've been before, maybe where you are now, and they want to start trading. And maybe, it's the best way for them to see that
Yeah.
if you can go from there to this and so on.
Yeah, for sure. Basically, I'm 47. I'll be 48 this year in September. I'm in the mining industry. I'm a miner. I've been in iron ore, gold, and now
Okay.
in iron ore again. I've been mining for 15 years. Now, in mining, you work long hours. You work 15 hours, 14 hours, door to door. So I've looked at trading about 6 years ago. I've done what you've done, 5 years plus of technical analysis, and it just got me nowhere. It just gave me a lot of headache, a lot of grief, and I was getting very anxious about everything in life, and it was too stressful. I saw one of your ads, I think on Facebook, if I recall, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll dive a little bit deeper. And it just made sense to me that no emotions and no stress is what I need in my life at this stage. So I took it, I jumped on it, and I've seen the signals, but I wasn't really that kind of guy who wants to take signals. I want to learn the skill, the actual proper way to do it, and build it from scratch, because it's something that you learn and no one can take it from you. You'll be independent once you learn it. That's it. It's a one thing that no one can take from you. So I jumped on the opportunity about 6 months ago and started building the system, and yeah, it's coming to fruition now, which is great. Yeah.
Okay, so you have quite some experience. I feel what you're saying about, spending that much time, because you definitely know my story. It was my case also. I'm not complaining, about technical analysis that I didn't make any money. I did make money. I also spent money at that time, but in the end, lose everything. Maybe some other people, maybe they are better than me, and maybe they are making money in technical analysis, and they maybe manage to keep the money and so on. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. Definitely there are 100% people better than me, smarter than me, and so on, so maybe they can do it. But when you put them in balance, right now, if I'm thinking right now, what it was before, even if I will continue to make money with technical analysis, or any other concept that making you need to take decision, I don't think it's worth it to make money in that way. You saw also, you saw the anxiety and
Exactly.
all this stuff. So even if I managed to make money, at that point, I was still nervous all the time. I was still all the time taking decision. And when you take decision and money are involving in a process, that's a very stressful way.
Well, you're gonna be making money, but it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you your mental health. That's the most important thing. It's
No,
mental health.
exactly. This is what I'm trying to say to the people, because maybe lately, a lot of people are telling me, "Oh, you have a beef with technical analysis. That guy is making money." That's true. Like I made money. And maybe there are people better than I am, 100%, like I said. But you
Yeah.
need to think about in the end if this is worth it actually. If those money are actually worth it, the effort, because you ruin everything around you. I remember the days when, I was pissed off on everyone. It doesn't matter, if my girlfriend asked me something, I was,
Yeah,
If my mother asked me something, let's go there, let's go there, let's do that. I was never in the mood to do something. The only time that I was in a mood to do something, it was those days when I actually made good money.
you made
But
money. Yeah, I'm exactly
after
the same thing.
but that's a roller coaster. You go from the bottom, you go in the top, and then when you lose, you just go down back in the bottom. And
That's a rat race.
that's the rat race, and it's not just about you. You don't ruin just your life. You
Your
basically
family.
ruin the life for all the people around you.
That's right.
If you go to the shopping, you'll be all the time. Oh, why that is going on? you know, uh, I didn't have kids at that point. But
Yeah,
I'm thinking about, comparing maybe right now when I have a kid, and you go, in a place where they are playing, and I'm just thinking how would it be in the same place all the time, nervous, maybe screaming at my kid because of I'm pissed off because I need to make decision, money are in the game. You play with their money also. You also need to think about this, Indeed,
yeah,
I didn't think about those stuff at that point because it was not my case. But right now, you know, when you have a family and kids, you also need to think that you don't just play with your money, with your emotions. You also play with their future. I mean,
yeah.
like
That's great.
very dangerous game, And that's why you definitely it's going to be an interesting interview, Anan, because you've been in the same situation. I
Yeah,
would have quite some experience, and definitely, people will understand that trading is not just about making money. It's also about having a life. I mean, like it's important for this also. So.
yeah.
Anna, let's start from the beginning. Yeah, I think so. You already said how you discovered me. So you discovered me through Anan, yes?
Yes, yeah.
Oh. So tell me then, what it was like the first problem that you wanted to solve? Let's say you find ad at that point because this is how I promoted myself at that moment. I
It's
also
the
promote myself
yeah.
right now.
It's this. It's the emotional stress, the constant stress that's in every day. That's and my mental health. That's what I wanted to solve. You can make money technical analysis, but it's the mental stress that I was going through for 5+ years. It was just draining. So I wanted to solve that. So that's what attracted me to trading with statistics and probabilities with numbers. It's just set a system, a numbers game, and just forget about it. And that's what attracted me to your style of trading.
I also want to add something here. Guys, trading is a very dangerous place. For real. I mean, like in my case, it was that close for real to depression because at that point when I basically lost the whole account and everything I had in the bank because that rat race is coming and if you have liquidities, you put them back rapidly into your account to recover and all that stuff. So I was that close to depression, guys. So this is not a joke. I mean, like
No.
for real, trading it's a danger place uh, if you don't know what you're doing.
Mm.
So it's not just about making money, but it's gonna start feeling like gambling.
Yeah, exactly.
Those emotions, that anxiety, and that sometimes at that point, because when I lost, I didn't lose just money. 5 years of my life, every job I did, every job I had, all the money that I made, all right, it was going into my trading account.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It's your
everything,
livelihood. It's
exactly.
your
So
livelihood. It's everything. It's your life you put into this. It's
everything. I mean, like
devastating.
all
Yeah.
my dreams. It was all my dreams. Every job I did, every hour I worked, in different
Yeah,
jobs. It was just, for me to sustain my dream, I
yeah,
want to build my trading account, to me be able to do trading because this is what I wanted. I know from the beginning I want to be a trader. I want to make trading. I know that I need capital. We didn't have prop trading firms back there. It was like
yeah,
only firms that you go in the secret cities like London, Chicago, New York, and far, far, far from the normal retail trader like me and
yeah,
everyone else. So the only way that I had it was to work hard, put money into the account, risk high because with a normal risk you cannot really make enough capital. So when I lost everything, it was not just about money. It was about losing literally everything, you know.
yeah,
But because I was very, I really want to do it, took me some weeks with a break, and I had maybe, let's say, a little bit of luck because I had that many hours of watching charts and watching charts, and from that scratch, seeing some patterns, I start building this. And
yeah,
maybe you also experience this, Anna, because for me,
yeah,
when I start building this trading concept, when I stay away from decision, it was, I don't know, it's like the pain was taken away from me just like that from my head when I saw that you can actually do trading without stress, without decisions. That was
yeah,
the moment when I was 1000% sure that that's the way that I want to trade. So, what it was
yeah,
for you, Anan? How it was this feeling for you when you saw that it's another way to trade and you don't need to take decision. You can see predictability. Uh, you can see statistics. You can see probabilities that are actually real. Because you don't take decisions.
yeah, exactly.
So, how
That's
it was
exactly
that
what
feeling for
attracted
you?
me to this is the no stress aspect of this the trading. The way you taught us. It's yeah, just a system, just follow it. Don't think about it. If the trade wins, wins. If it doesn't, who cares? Doesn't matter. You know your numbers. You've done your back testing. It doesn't matter.
Yes, that's the way that I'm saying this all the time in my videos. Look, guys, this is my trading session. Like, people are asking me, "Oh, George, how much you gonna make today?" What you? I don't expect anything. Like,
Yeah,
when I enter a trade, I don't expect anything. Like, I really don't care if it's going to be a loss or a win. And people start saying, "Oh, how you say that you don't care that it's going to be a loss? You lose money." It doesn't matter. I know that I will lose. So I know
yeah,
the trades that I'm gonna lose, but I don't know if, for example, I will lose them today, I'll lose them in 1 week, I'll lose them maybe in 1 month, I will lose them for sure.
yeah,
So I prepare for that. Same things
yeah,
with the wins. I had a very good trading session at the end of February. It was quite good,
yeah.
but that doesn't mean that I will have the same I cannot expect the same money, the same profits in each trading session. And people
No.
sometimes,
Yeah,
sometimes I remember back then, that when I had a good session, I was expecting from me to have like same results in every session that I had,
yeah,
because in my head it was, oh, if I did it, I can do it tomorrow also.
yeah,
And in a moment when I saw that maybe I didn't have a very profitable trading session after that, I start, identify another trades and another trades, or even worse, if I saw a loss in session, thinking
yeah,
about that yesterday I made such good money, and I know that I have to do it today also. So put me in a position when start you saw how it is. You start saw some trades that are not really there. You start increasing your risk, and you just get
yeah,
back into the rat race.
yeah, yeah. You dig yourself a hole, you know? And at the end of, like, let's say 6 months of trying something, you're gonna try something else. You're gonna be looking at some other strategy, some other guru online, some other teacher. Oh, what am I doing wrong? What? it's part of the game losing, but you just have to have your numbers right. It's a numbers game. That's what I love about this. It's a numbers game.
Exactly, because you saw when you have a strategy, you create your strategy, you got your conditions, how you
Yeah,
prefer them. It doesn't matter. Risk to reward ratio is something that maybe we will talk about because I'm a big fan of small of 1 to 0.5 as an example, 1 to 1,
yeah,
1 risk to reward and a higher win rate. But some people they are a fan of maybe 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio. I don't have any problem because there is no wrong or right. It's
yeah,
just what fits your needs, what fits your personality, and all this stuff are also
yeah,
important, you know. So people need to understand that trading, it has to be personalized, because sometimes with the gurus, you start trading and maybe you make some money, then you watch online and you see someone else that is making even more money than you. But then you have no idea about how capital that person has. A very important aspect, like in trading, capital is everything.
yeah,
I mean, capital is this is how you scale up with adding
yeah,
capital or adding trading strategies to the capital that you have. Of course, if the strategies will allow you and so on. But
yeah,
you is that rat race? Basically, you see something, especially when what blow my mind all the time is when I see people do those type of challenges, double the accounts, and that's crazy. That's crazy.
yeah.
You cannot promote. I never promoted such things. You know,
That's not trading, that's gambling.
of course, I can have a risk account, for example. I used to do this with risk. Like I have a main account and I have a risk account, which I put in that account maybe the amount of money that I'm risking normally on my, main account. So that's a
Yeah,
risk account. I don't care if okay, I will do, I will do full margin on that, or
yeah,
maybe I have a maximum 5 losing trades there. If I lose 5 trades, my account is pro. But I don't care. That's not my trading account. That's fun. That's a risk account, but you cannot double. This is this is crazy.
mm,
I mean, like what you need to aim for when it's come to making money in trading. Guys, no, maybe it sounds that I'm not such a good trader, or stuff like that. But making 5% on a monthly basis, this is huge, guys. For you to be able to
it's a
make in 1 year.
consistency. The point is consistency.
And important, you don't need to make those 5% month by month. Just think about the whole year. Think about
Yeah,
making, let's say, 70% over 1 year, or
yeah.
60% over 1 year. Because
Yeah,
sometimes,
it's a long haul. It's not a month or two. It's a long haul game. If you want to stay in this game, you gotta keep it simple and control your risk. That's it.
yes, because so we have some months, maybe in some months you'll make 3%. Maybe in some
Yeah,
other months you'll make 7%. But you cannot expect to make 7% next month also. Maybe the month after that, you will be a little bit above break even, or maybe even a little bit in
yeah,
loss.
yeah. It's like any business. It's like a
Exactly.
business.
You need to take the long picture. If you cannot hold your mind in place to have like at least 6 months, but 12 months will be better. You'll see how easy it will be when you think this long term.
Mm,
And let's be honest, we have proof for us in this moment. 5% on a $1,000 account, it doesn't worth it for real. It's not really worth it to
no,
trade that. And that's why, you are pushed to risk high in order to make some money, to actually,
yeah,
be paid for the time that you spend, the stress and all this, and
yeah,
the hours that you work on and so on until you build your trading system. But in these days, we have prop firms, guys. I know what's happened with the prop firms industry lately. Some of them get bankruptcy and stuff like that, but it's still 1,000 years better to trade on a prop firm account than you trade on your personal money. It's simple as this.
yeah.
Because
You're not risking your own money, really. It's the
exactly,
risk. Again.
and you are able to maintain, risk management. And
Yeah,
it's simple
exactly.
as this. And
Yeah,
all the time. I mean, like, it's not just about you get one account. You can get accounts from multiple pro firms, develop your, diversify your risk and so on. I have Funding Dynasty, which is my own pro firm, but, in the mentoring, I recommend you all, to get as many prop accounts from any pro firm you prefer. I mean, there are a lot of top pro firms outside there. It is not necessary to get only funds from Funding Dynasty. Get
yeah,
funds from Funding Dynasty. Get funds from all the other top 10, for example, pro
yeah,
firms. Diversify your risk and gain more capital because it's just about capital. You only need one strategy. If you have one strategy, you can basically make more money just adding more money. You can
yeah,
make, let's say, 4% a month. Let's say 3% a month. Let's say 3%. Let's not even think about 5%. If you make
yeah,
3% a month on a 100K account, let's say with profit split and so on, let's say you make 3% and something, and in the end, you're gonna gain like $3,000 a month on a 100K account. What you need to do? Do you need to create multiple strategies? No.
no, get another 100K.
Get another 100K, and
Yeah,
that's
build your
6K.
capital.
Get
Yeah,
another 100K. Get another 100K.
yeah,
From this point, in a moment when you have a profitable trading system that is allowing you to keep statistics and probabilities and have predictability, the
yeah,
only thing that you need is just basically add more capital. You don't need to create another one, another trading, and another trading, because it's very dangerous to go in that direction when you basically jump from a system to another, from a system to another, a better one.
yeah,
This is everything you need in order to live a pretty good life. I mean, like, you're not gonna become millionaire in 1 year.
no,
No, that
of course not.
that's absolutely
We have
not.
to be realistic, It's what they sell online and on social media is just the glamour and the fluff. It's in reality, it's takes time. It takes consistency. Put the blinders on and just focus. It's focus.
Yes, create a long-term plan. I mean, like, I am saying, I'm 31 at this moment. So, when you go up in age, you start seeing things differently. You start
Yeah,
being a little bit more patient and things like this. But I know with young people, like 20 years old, I remember myself back then, I was not that patient. Okay. And it's easy to say. It's so easy to say, be patient. It's easy to say. I know it's very hard to
yeah,
do. I
yeah.
mean, like, I know it's not easy to say from tomorrow
No,
I'll be patient. No, you need to be patient. You need strength. I'm like, you need to be, how can I say, you really need to want that, And how you want
yeah,
it to start thinking a little bit more long term. It will be much more easier to be patient in that way. Because if you plan for like next month and this month you will maybe not make money, but even lose some money in trading, you ruin it. You see like how you ruin everything, you
yeah,
know? Just think about this. This is 1 month. And your target is this 1 month. If this one
yeah,
month you are going to end up with break even
yeah,
or maybe even minus 1%, let's say,
yeah,
what you gonna do? From this point, you jump and go and
yeah.
looking for another trading system. Maybe go and look
Exactly,
for another trading guru, buy another online course.
exactly.
But look, if you take this and you put it in this 12 months plan, and at the end of the 12 months plan, you have, let's say, a target in average hitting like 3 to 5% per month. In a moment when you are going to, let's say, end this first month with a minus 1%, then you go back on your, agenda and you see that you have a 12 months plan, you'll realize that that doesn't mean anything. So
Yeah.
this is be much more easier. It's just like a trick, maybe if you can call this guys a trick. It's gonna help you out more,
Yeah.
being patient,
Mm,
discipline.
mm,
Because then you look at the 12 months plan and you start saying, okay, so I don't need another course. I don't have to buy another online course. I, you
yeah.
know, so it will keep you on track.
Yeah.
Small steps, but that's, long-term plan, guys. I've been
Yes.
there, and that's the easiest way. It's like a trick to keep you on track and don't let you go sideways, buying another course,
Yeah.
changing the trading system because this is not profitable because you trade 1 month. And
Absolutely. Yeah.
and this is not just about, trading with. I'm trying to give you advices, guys, not just from the people that are in my mentoring program, but maybe this help you out, guys, even if you traded other systems. Like I say, it's not just about this is the only system in the world that is working. It's just much more easier to be disciplined with this system. You saw Anan,
Yeah.
and like you saw that it's much more easy to stay disciplined
Yeah.
because
It's
you don't take decision.
exactly no emotions, and it's simple, and you can control your risk. You know your losing streak. You know your risk. You can define it and stick to it. If you don't have anything that can define your risk, which is the most important thing, you lose the plot and you lose everything, and you just keep repeating, keep repeating.
And maybe this, it's like something added to what I'm saying most of the time that risk to reward, the risk management is one of the most important things. Trading is about risk management in the end.
Yeah.
But maybe you can also confirm that, Hanan. If you don't know the statistics of
Yeah.
your trading systems, then you cannot apply your risk management. You'll not
Exactly.
you'll not be able, maybe you can also confirm this, Anna, that you don't decide the risk that you take on one trade. The system will tell you how much you can
Yeah.
actually risk in order to be able to go through the negative strikes and don't lose the account there.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to see long term. Again, it's a long term thing, where your exposure, where you risk, so you can survive that losing streak. Because there's always a losing streak. If you don't survive it, that's it, you're done. You'll get burned.
Exactly. The losing streaks will be all the time there, and
Yeah,
especially when you have like like a 60, 70% win rate trading system. Sometimes you can even accept like 10 losing trades in a row. When people, maybe people that are saying, as now say, okay, come on, how to have 10 losing in a row? Guys, trust me, that's totally normal. If you have a 70%, which is very good win rate, with a
yeah,
one-to-one, let's say one-to-one risk to ratio, you have a 70% win rate. Guys, to have a losing streak of 10 losing trades in a row is nothing unusual. Of course, it's not something that is happening very often, but the chance for this to happen is quite high. And what does that mean? With a simple calculation, if you risk 5% on one trade because you are okay with the risk, maybe you are okay to risk 5%, depending on talking here about your personal account,
yeah,
maybe you are okay to risk 5%, but it's not about you. This is not about your risk appetite. Think about this. In a negative strike, you can hit directly a 50% drawdown. How is this going to impact your mind? I can tell you.
oh yeah,
You're not going to
yeah,
come back from there.
yeah.
No way. Now you need to make
Mentally, you're
100%.
done. Yeah,
You're done. You're
yeah,
done. You're gonna blow your account. That's it. Or you're gonna add more money. Because you now need to make 100% profit
to
of
recover.
that
Yeah,
account just to get back to break even.
exactly.
You need to pay attention to these things, guys. So it's not about your risk appetite. Maybe you are okay with risking 5%.
Mm-hmm.
Because if your trading system is telling you that this is like something normal, you
Yeah,
can you don't you mentally you will not be able to go through that.
yeah,
Even if you can recover, come on, you're not gonna wait that much time.
Yeah.
You'll not be able to do it. So in this type of with this type of things, you need to understand that, for example, if you risk 1%, a 10% drawdown on that account is normal. It will happen. So recovering 10%, you can pass that.
That's yeah,
It's
much
okay.
easier.
Yes, but if you risk more than 5%, it doesn't matter if you are okay with that. Believe me,
Mm.
not be in the end. You gotta blow your account. So that's why with the trading system that we have, we know exactly those things. So
Yeah.
we know what is the negative strikes that we're gonna face, what is the average one, what is like, for example, the maximum that we met so far.
Yeah.
We understand the expectation. We expect this much. So you don't get crazy enthusiastic when you have a very good trading week or month. Okay, I'm going to expect this next month also. No, you will be prepared because you know
Yeah.
that you're also going to have the losses. So if this month is a very good month, a great month, you are not going to expect next month to be the same. You don't expect
No,
anything. Maybe next month it will be a losing month because in the end
exactly.
everything will balance into
Yeah.
your statistics. So that's
Exactly. It's a long-term look. It's
exactly everything will
like how
balance.
every business works. It's sort of medium term, long term outlook that is the most important thing.
Trading is just business, like
Yeah.
absolutely nothing different. That's why many
Yeah.
people, that's why this industry had, such a bad reputation because people are, coming to trading, they put some money into it, they start trading having no idea about trading. Of course, you're gonna blow your account. I mean,
Yeah.
like, even if you are a little bit luck in the beginning and you make some money, you lose them anyway after that.
Exactly.
It's simple as this. If you don't trading like business, it's not gonna end well for you. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like Anan, tell me like a
Yeah.
little bit of your trading style before. Like what type of trading concepts have you used before? Maybe you can give us a little bit of what you tried in those 5 years of trading. What was your trading style? Maybe trading style. You've been doing scalping, intraday swing. Your preferred assets that you traded.
I've done it all. I've done intraday, I've done scalping, I've done day trading, I've used technical analysis, I've used yeah, mainly technical analysis, mainly in various ways, indicators and stuff like that. So pretty much trying different systems, different approaches, but it's all within the technical analysis sort of umbrella.
Yeah, all the time finding something else. Maybe you experience that also. If this doesn't work, you go online, you watch another YouTube video, maybe
Yeah,
you buy another online course,
yeah,
which is gonna tell you the same things all the time,
yeah,
just in a different way. I mean, like that was
exactly.
my experience with watching YouTube videos after YouTube videos and all this stuff all the time. Find something different, applying, but in the end, it was just about analyzing the charts and taking decisions.
Yeah,
So everything had the exactly same results. I'm not talking about in terms of profit results or loss, but in the results, what come out from that? From everything I did, the only thing that came out, it was me analyzing the charts and taking decisions. So there's nothing
yeah.
else. And tell me, like, where did you get the most value from working with me? But not with me, George, but with Trading Busters, with your mentor. From the beginning that you join us, how it was,
Basically
experience.
the mentor that you have. If you have any questions, you can bounce off your mentor if you need anything. But because I got a little bit experience, it was okay. It's just the help that you have in the background, especially from support as well. The support was really good. Um, because I faced some technical challenges in the videos and stuff, but they resolved it pretty swiftly.
Yes, because people, maybe this is a confirmation for you guys that are watching us. Buying a course here is not just you go online, you just click a buy button, you buy the course, and that's it. I'm trying. I really tried my best, and I really strongly believe I managed to do it. Of course, I have a lot of things to improve. All the time, we can improve things, and get better in the services that we provide and so on. But I try to build something that I believe if I will have at that point, I will be maybe 15 years in front of where I am right now. Because you saw, Anan, videos are explained. I did my best, get everything step by step, but we are not all the same. We are definitely not all the same. Okay, we have
Yeah,
different needs. We are in different fields. Maybe some people had a lot of time. Maybe some other don't really have that much time, and it's also very important. And it's also an important factor in terms of you're gonna succeed or not. Because if I'm looking, there are a lot of people that join the mentoring program and finish it like in the same month because they had time. That's it.
yeah,
But there are also people, that maybe they don't have the time to put the time in 1 month. Maybe they don't even they will not even start because they have, maybe something else to put in place before that. So there are a lot of variables that I cannot control. But
yeah,
when I put a mentor there and give a support team, I know that it's gonna make the difference and help out not only the people that have the time and everything they need to put in, but also people that have a job, have a business,
yeah,
side business, or main businesses or stuff like that. I really wanted to help them also.
yeah,
Watch a video. Maybe you didn't understand something. It's not my fault. Maybe it's not my fault. Maybe another person that watched the same video, he
yeah,
or she understood everything from that video, but you didn't. What does that mean? Does that mean that you have a problem? No, you just didn't understand. This is how you are. Maybe I did something wrong. No, I explained my best and those people understood. It's not my fault also, but this is the way it is.
yeah,
Sometimes there will be people that they don't understand because who cares the reasons?
yeah,
You know, so that's why you are able to ask someone
exactly,
and give you an explanation. So you're not gonna
exactly.
lose maybe months testing something or trying to understand something or trying to reach me out. It's not nothing to hide, guys. I don't really have that much time to to spend with each and every people in the mentoring program. It was not my promise. It's not my promise also right now. That's why I have people to help you out there because I know if you reach me, maybe it's a week where I can answer. But I
Yeah,
know that I have someone there, and that person will help you out. And you don't need to wait for my answer. You don't need to make
yeah,
mistakes. You don't need to lose money to figure it out. You have everything there. So
yeah,
you don't understand? You ask someone, you're gonna get the answer, and you just basically, move forward and not lose weeks or even months to figure out yourself
yeah,
all these things.
correct.
Anna, like, how did you find the homeworks? This is very interesting because you have a lot of experience. You
Yeah,
know, so sometimes you know maybe you felt like you need to forget about everything and start something else. And even in trading, there are it's about strong characters and maybe you felt a little bit not bad, but when someone, for example, the mentor that you have, he's telling you this homework is not good, and maybe because you have so much experience, maybe sometimes people are thinking, okay, this guy is telling me that it's not good, but I know it's good. Did
um,
you have did you feel something like this?
no, not at
I'm really
all.
curious.
No, no, because the way I approached it, I think about these things as okay, there's a process. Yeah, I have to follow the process accordingly to get where I want to go. So I just took it step by step. As like, okay, there's a homework. Yeah, what do I need to do? Steps, I get it done. I don't think about in terms of ego or previous experience or anything like that. It's just follow the process. That's it.
Okay, that's good because I'm very honest with you. There are people in the mentoring program. Of course, like I say, I'm not the smartest.
Yeah.
Maybe there are people, and 100% there are people in the mentoring smarter than I am. Richer than I am. I'm like different type of people from so many industries.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes I'm very honest and transparent. We have these type of problems, especially with
Yeah.
people, with a lot of experience, because it's normal. You have experience. You know
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot of things about trading. You
Yeah.
you did so many things in over this year, like you say, and there are a lot of people in the same situation, with so many years of experience, and sometimes we
Yeah.
have this type of problems
Okay.
when people are refusing to do the homeworks because first homeworks you saw there are basics, you know,
Yeah.
but I just want to be sure that everyone will follow the process because this is how I am. If if I'm learning something new, you know, I like to do everything like the person is telling me. So if I trust the person and I pay the money, I mean, like, I didn't pay just like that. I paid because I was sure that that person know more things that I know, or some other things that I don't know. So
Hmm.
I'm very comfortable paying it and do whatever the person is telling me.
Yeah.
This is also
Exactly.
important, guys. If you join the mentoring program, please treat this seriously because it's not just about who is the smartest one in the room.
No.
Absolutely not about that. Uh,
Yeah.
like I say, you don't need to be the smartest people in the world to do mining.
In trading, the market doesn't matter, doesn't care about who's the smart in front of the screen, who's trading. The market doesn't care who you are. That's the
Exactly. So
reality.
it's not about that. So please, if you join the mentoring program, just for you to understand that you're not gonna pass the modules until you don't do the homework. I know so many of you have so much experience, but it's not about that. It's about, doing everything correctly from the beginning. So in the
Yeah.
end, we can all enjoy, money because that's why we are here, guys. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
we are here to make money. So we
Yeah,
learn, but
that's
we
it.
also need to make some cash. That's what trading is about. Tell me what's your plan, let's say, for the future, Anna. I mean, like, you say you work like very long hours. Do you have in plan to, concentrate in the near future only on trading, like jump full on trading, quit your job or everything you do
Oh
right now?
yeah, that's
Or how
exactly my
you
plan. My plan is to quit mining and just focus solely on trading. Because I go away from my family in my current job. I go for a week and come back for a week, and I've been doing that for 15 years, and it's just tiring. So I want a way out. So trading would be my way out of mining. You know what I mean? I'll transition and I can work from anywhere I want.
Okay, so that's, you know, uh, it's very hard to be away from your family. I mean, like, this is
Yeah.
this is for real, very hard. People who has kids will definitely understand that this is not easy, to stay away from your family and all this stuff. So that's, all the time when I had something in mind, I had something, to push me to be able to do all these things. Family, it's a very strong motivator.
Yeah.
Money are also a strong uh, reason to be very motivated to do things. But guys, when the reason that you push for and struggle and do everything you do is not just the money, but it's family in place, it will give you more strength.
Yeah,
It
it's
will help
a
you out. So
strong why. You have to have a strong why.
exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe guys, it doesn't matter. Not talking about if you are in a mentoring, if you want to join, it's not about that. It's about, what you are doing right now. Try to find yourself a reason that's above money. Because when you have a strong reason to fight for, uh, everything else will come. Money will come, everything else, but it will give you the strength, to wake up in the morning, do your job, all right, uh, learn something new, push yourself above the limits if you have a strong reason. Money will never be a strong reason, believe me. If money,
Mm.
if to make money is your final goal, of course you can make it probabilistically. Probably the probability is showing us that you can do it also. But if you find another reason that's above money and that's involving family, the probability for you to make it will be even higher.
Yeah,
So find a reason, because that's gonna help you on your way, no matter if you are doing trading or anything else.
absolutely.
What do you think it was the impact, Anan, for working with us? You know, like let's take for example, at home, maybe with your friends, your family. What was the impact working with us? In terms of less stressful. Did you feel that having more time for your
Absolutely.
family?
Yeah,
Not
yeah, yeah, absolutely. The stress levels has gone really down. Like my wife, I'm always very angry at my wife, and now she's like, "Oh, you're calmer. You're better. What happened? You're making lots of money now." I was like, "No, I'm changing my outlook on trading in whole." So yeah, it's big difference, like day and night.
I feel that, I like free. I feel that, and maybe people that are going to same situation, they will also, maybe for some people that just join trading, they just start trading, maybe these words and what we are discussing just in this moment is
Yeah,
not that, okay, you are angry. No. But maybe for you guys, this doesn't mean a lot. But I'm 100% sure that for people that traded for like 2 years and they leave all this stuff, they know all this time for real, they feel them. This is a huge release, and I'm
yeah,
sure you guys appreciate and you guys know what we are talking about. Be angry all the time when someone is disturbing you. Let me alone. No, no, no. That's that's for real. This it's something that trading can do to you guys.
oh yeah,
It's for real. If again, maybe you are new and you didn't experience this, or you didn't experience that much, but the chances for you to be in the same situation in few years from now are very high, believe me. You know.
yeah,
So I remember, here it is. It was same things, that my girlfriend felt, because uh, my wife, I'm with my wife for 10 years. So
yeah,
she experienced all the pain that I experienced,
yeah,
because all the pain that you're gonna get if you have a wife, a girlfriend, a fiance, they will
yeah.
experience the
Of
same
course,
you, that
absolutely.
that you have. And I know that she was in the same place when say, okay, so you are on a good path right now. I mean, like, I don't even
Yeah,
care if you are making money or not.
yeah.
It's far more better than before,
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
because you have time. It's not just about money. You also have time. I can
yeah,
go and do all the things. I'm not that extravagant myself. I don't spend that much money, on
yeah,
things that, for me, family is important. I like to spend time with them. I like to know that they have everything, that I have
yeah,
everything. So I don't really try to risk too much, and adding even more trading system, because I have the possibility to create a million of trading systems. But, I'm happy with the money that I make. I'm happy because I
yeah.
can spend time with my family, because for me it's important. So,
Mm.
guys, you
Yeah,
also need to find what makes you happy, okay?
yeah,
So, and have a balance in,
balance.
into your life. So that's why it's important when you when you put your targets in maybe amount of money that you want to make in 1 year, right? Also take in consideration all these things, family is special, okay?
Mm.
So everybody can be happy, not just you. All right. So Anan, thank you very much for the
You're
interview.
welcome.
You know, I saw myself because I did same mistakes,
Yeah,
same thing. So our story is quite similar. Thank you very much for having this interview with me. Appreciate
you're welcome.
everything.
Thank you for your time, George. I appreciate you.
Okay, and talk to you soon in the mentoring calendar. Thank you again for being here with us. Traders, I hope you enjoyed the video and saw how profitable it is to trade based on statistics and probabilities. It took me years to develop this new trading concept, and now thousands of traders are using it and make daily consistent profits. But don't take my word for it and see for yourself. If you want to level up, you can join my free Telegram community. Our members have exclusive access to trading webinars, live Q&A sessions, and proven trading tips that actually work, all for free. We also have a Premium Mentorship Program where I work with traders one-on-one and teach them everything I've learned in 10 years of trading. It's wild. And that's about it. Don't forget to follow us online and to like, share, and subscribe. You will find all the useful links in the description below. See you in the next video.